Hello, my name is Stark Ledbetter, and I'm excited to be your instructor for Math 324. This is multivariable calculus. You saw a little bit of that if you took Math 126 or some other intro to calculus with 3 dimensions prior. We're diving more into that, and it's great because our world is in 3 dimensions, so multivariable calculus is a better description for our world than what you've had before. And of course, also variables don't have to be physical. So any problem where there are multiple things changing, things like social science, economics that maybe don't have a physical real world description, like natural science and engineering, those can also be described pretty well with multivariable calculus. So the format of the course is going to be different than usual because this is an online course. I've been playing around with formats of online courses summer quarter and fall quarter of last year, and I think I've come up with the right one. One key component is going to be small group meetings and presentations during those meetings. And I really think this is the only way over Zoom that I get to know you and I get to know you as a math student or mathematician. I'll be sending out a link where you can fill out your schedule. I will set up a schedule where you meet with me in groups of 3 to 6 on Thursdays and Fridays. There'll be little half-hour sections. And we will, every other week, you'll either present a homework problem. So we'll start with the homework problem week so that it's not too hard. You'll have done your homework on WebAssign. You present a homework problem different than a problem that anyone else in the group has picked. And then on the alternating weeks, we're going to have quizzes. So on weeks 3, 5, 7, and 9, there will be quizzes. There's going to be 2 parts to the quizzes, part A and part B. Part A, you're supposed to do all the problems. Part B, you just pick one problem. I like the idea that at this level, you see some more challenging problems. So that's what part B is supposed to be. So they may not all be accessible to every single person, and that's fine. I want you to solve one of them. Because of the online format, it's going to be not timed and open everything. Quizzes will be posted on Sunday. You'll present on either Thursday or Friday, and also submit part A by probably Friday. So part A will be more straightforward, something you would see on a not too challenging quiz or test normally. And those will just be graded on completion. And that's just for you to make sure that you understand the material. I'm not going to babysit you on that. The part B problem, each person in a group will pick one, just like the homework. You'll all present different ones. You'll have a discussion board to claim them before you start spending a lot of time on it. You are welcome to collaborate on them. You're welcome to use the internet. You're welcome to use your notes. This is just going to be a different type of math learning because of the online format. And that's fine. We're going to embrace it. And we're going to have fun with it. And it's still going to be challenging. And I'm not going to try to do exams as if we were in person because that will just result in cheating and frustration and lots of things that we don't want. And then your final, so you'll have your final on the day that it's scheduled. You may not have it during the time. I'm going to meet with every person individually for the final. So you'll have a 10-minute Zoom final with me. I'm going to give you probably just one problem. I'm going to try to pick one that on a topic that you personally struggled with this quarter. So everyone may have a different problem. That is really the purpose of the final, in my opinion, is to pick up any information that you didn't learn the first time around. I don't know why anyone else gives finals. I think that's learning wise, that's a great purpose to have a final. I'm going to make that reflect in your grade too. So if you do well on the final, if you do better on the final than any previous quiz, it can count for just the part B of the quiz. Part A you got to do. But if you do better on the final than any previous part B of the quiz, it's going to count for 2/3 of your grade for that quiz as well as for the final itself. So the final can help you more than what it's worth. It can't hurt you more than what it's worth. So that's good. And for a more detailed breakdown of all the grades and things, go check in the syllabus. The numbers are a little bit funny. Great. So what else on the format of the course? There'll be lectures on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They're going to be on YouTube, so you can watch them at your leisure, and then you can pause and go back if you need to. If it's really boring, you can watch them at double speed. So we'll have a course YouTube playlist. And then I'll be available Monday and Wednesday during class time, so I'll be on my Zoom link from 11:30 to 12:30. So those are going to be kind of like office hours plus maybe. Bring questions if you have them. Homework will be due Monday nights, so probably the Monday one will be largely devoted to homework questions. But if there aren't homework questions, we can talk about other topics. We can review any calculus, pre-calculus you're missing. A big one that's coming up soon is probably polar coordinates. If you've held out and not really learned polar coordinates up to this point, you're going to have to do it in this course. We're going to be doing cylindrical and spherical coordinates, and you just have to know them. So we can do that together. That's fine. And then the Wednesday one, if you have questions about the quiz, that won't be every week, or just other general questions, we can talk about that. Otherwise, if you need to meet at other times, feel free to email me at any point. If you have any issues come up about anything, feel free to email me at any point. Email is going to be our primary mode of communication. I'll send out Canvas announcements too. You can Canvas message me. That does go to my email. Don't Canvas comment on one of your assignments. Like if I grade a presentation and then you make a comment after the fact, I'm not going to see that. So if you have a question or a comment or concern about the grade or anything that went on in your presentation, just send me an email. Then I'll see it, I'll reply. I'll try to reply pretty quickly. I think I'm pretty good about that. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you about the course. I will tell you a little bit about me for those who are interested. I do want to get to know you as well. So there will be a discussion board on Canvas asking you a few questions about yourself. Please do fill that out. That's fun for me. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy getting to know students, and I would like to still do that even though we are virtual right now. So I'm a third-year PhD student in algebraic combinatorics. I got my undergrad from Princeton in math in 2009. So I took a good bit of time in between. If you have any questions about, I don't know, maybe some of you are considering grad school or considering going and doing real life first, I'm happy to answer those questions from a perspective of someone who had some life experience and then came back into grad school, and what that was like. I have interests in lifting weights. I used to be a competitive power lifter. I still lift for fun, but I've deadlifted up to 400 pounds. So that was an interesting other life. And I have interest in music. I used to be a professional opera pianist. Now I just play for fun, do some composing. I play piano. I have a Rolly Seaboard, if any of you knows what that is. And also I have a dog. His name is Datsuk. He's named after a Russian hockey player. Canadian and hockey fan. Lastly, I want to tell you a story about math, about me and math. This is just for those of you who have trouble with math, or maybe if you haven't had trouble with math before, but you have trouble in this course. This is like a there's hope story. So I'm getting my PhD in math. Haven't been good at math every step of the way. Felt like I was good at math enough that I'm doing math. But here's an example where I was not good. So when I was first introduced to the concept of angles, I didn't get what part of the thing the angle was measuring, right? So like if you drew me an angle, we're measuring this part, like how far between the two lines, but like angularly, not lengthwise. I didn't get that. So like there would be pictures of angles, and they would ask me which angle's bigger, and there'd be a picture like that maybe, and then there'd be a picture like that. These two angles, which angle's bigger? I'm like, well, of course this one's bigger. Like it's it's bigger in size. So obviously that's not what angles are, and the exact thing that question was testing, I did not understand. However, I figured out angles just fine. I learned trigonometry later. I can do calculus with trigonometry. Everything's fine. So don't feel stupid if you do something that's possibly objectively stupid, because math is about learning, and math is fun, and you can still be good at it later. All right, I look forward to seeing you on the first day of class.